Kenya is a democracy, so here we have a lot of politics. People have the right for speech. You can talk all the way you want. But when I landed in China, there's no kind of thing as democracy. There is no active religion. So these people were just tuned to with their work, home, and leisure.
Someone is missing. I thought he'd be here today. Derisa also introduced me to, or us even, to someone who's now also a very big artist, Macadam.
Hey.
Yes.
Really?
And Macadam, they met in Caliph, and he was looking for someone to shoot his video.
Macadam passed through Caliph.
Yes, he had gone to look for someone when he was still Lololova.
Okay.
Yes, so he had gone to look. I think he wanted Luch to shoot his video, and I think the line there at Caliph was too long or something, and they started having a conversation with Derisa, and Derisa was like, us we are 15 minutes away from here. Let's go and show you some, and I introduce you to my partners, and we see if we can work.
That's very interesting. I used to think you're the one who brought Macadam there.
No.
Yeah?
No.
It's Razdi.
It's Razdi.
Kweli.
He introduced Macadam to us.
No, kweli.
Yeah, but that is later, towards the end of what we were doing there. Yeah, because from Macadam, once we became friends, he was like, I see you guys have potential, but there's a studio also that is going to be big somewhere, and they don't have you guys, so can I bring you? And that's how Macadam actually introduced me to Ketebul. Yeah, yes.
Nipe nafasi nikuchambue na nikubebe gongo nikubembele. Say, amini dada nimejazika, kilo kipita moyo wangu unasononeka. Zuri mama ulisikie, unipe mapenzi nikupe mapenzi tuwe family. Yeah, niponye dada uwe wangu we, niache macho kila mara kukufuata kwa ukipita pita. Mwenzako twachilia nuru sote twateseka, ambapo ukiachilia mama ukipita pita. Mwenzako twachilia nuru sote twateseka, ambapo ukiachilia mama.
You remember that time was interesting. You also tried to tell me to go to Ketebul.
I tried to bring everybody on board, the whole team, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I went there. I didn't want to switch my allegiance from Fox. I'm die-hard Fox up until that day of going underground.
And you know, I think after working for so long, and we had beautiful memories there, very many different videos. Fox wanted to go back to Japan,
Exactly.
You know, and he was like the uniting glue. And then also he wanted us to follow him there. Only that the vision he had for us there was different. Us, we still were very passionate about filming and editing and production, and he wanted us to go into other things. So I guess it was time, but you see the Fox fire still is flying high through other avenues.
Now the team is much bigger. It's a big team now.
Yeah, and you know, it was very interesting that him, when he was in campus in Meru, and he was the editor, I used to be the one filming and directing. So we would shoot. Sometimes I would even come to Meru, with the material. This guy has class, so we spend the overnight, maybe 2 days editing. I come back with the staff. He would come to Nairobi. When you have passion, and passion is what is driving you, you do magic, man. I never even used to feel the distance.
When you're driven with passion, you can never feel those kind of things.
Yeah, man. Meru was just like, I'm off to Meru. Bam, bam. You know, and those years were...
But then I was, at that time, maybe I didn't tell you, but I was undergoing a lot of pressure.
I know.
Because my passion was in music, but I'm in school. My folks are telling me, concentrate on school.
Yes, of course.
You know, my folks are from that generation. You remember this song, it was in KBC. So many vijana, muongeze pia bidii, mwisho wa kusoma.
I'll send you, we did there's a project we did under Ketebul, and one of our signed artists at Ketebul, Winyo, did a rendition of that song. Beautiful. I'll send you a link.
Really, a lot of memories in that
Yes,
song.
yes. So yeah, the pressure and trying to balance.
To balance.
Yeah.
So even in school, I also used it to my advantage also. I got elected there as I was the entertainment secretary in the student council.
Okay.
This Kenya Methodist University. It was interesting. There were contenders there who wanted that seat. But when I declared my interest to join, everybody stepped down.
Why?
The influence I was coming with was very strong. They're seeing our stuff on TV. Right. So this is the guy we want.
Yeah, man. I remember Foxhole reached somewhere. Actually, we were top 5 video producers would feature on the paper. I remember the beat would ask us if we are working on anything
new.
Yeah, I know a lot of people you are saying, you know, Pinye used to throw our stuff out. What? Us, we used to take videos and enter and sit with other. And I never sat with Pinye. But by the time, at that time, because Pinye was an early person, come early in the morning.
Okay,
but I'd mostly take the videos and sit with Arthur.
Oh, yes, I remember Arthur.
Yes, Arthur. Yeah, Arthur K.
Yeah.
Man, we'd get beat of the week. We'd get, wow.
We're getting heavy rotation.
Yeah, we used to have a heavy rotation. Yeah. So, okay, and later on, you see, when I moved to Ketebul, Fox didn't die. Don was still flying the flag high. And one of the projects that you did after I left Foxhole was the video with Kantai and STL.
STL, I'm so happy.
Happy, yes. Happy also came under Foxhole, yeah.
That video was very interesting. It got nominated in Kisima.
Wow, okay.
But you see, Kantai is very exposed, same as STL. At that time, artists here were not so creative. They would just look at the camera, which camera are you using? Then the strength of the video will be decided by the equipments, not what you're doing with the equipment.
Exactly.
That video you see of Kisima, I think we shot it on a 3CCD. It was a very small camera. We didn't have lighting, but these guys are creative, so we came up with, I think we had only 2 lights. So there was a blue light, which was hanging on top of STL. Then there was a white light hanging in front of Kantai. So we just used those 2 lights and a very small camera. Lo and behold, nomination.
Hey, if you're having a bad day, that's gotta be your own problem.
It's STL and Kentucky. Yo, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And I'm so happy.
What's wrong with you? Not being happy.
Check this out. Yo, wake up in the morning with a smile on my face.
We didn't win, but it was a very good.
But you see that logic also, even me still being in the game but doing other things. I've not been doing music videos for a while. But artists still ask you up today, does your camera shoot 4K? Does your, you know? And most of the videos that are coming out now are set videos, like indoor, put a car, and you see, there's no story, there's no creativity. It's just they really concentrate on the image of the picture and the flashiness, you know. Even if
around it.
You borrowed your, now there's Fuliza, you Fuliza'd your Uber there, but now you want to look rich, you know. They say fake it until you make it. They preach that every day, you know. But sometimes I miss that creativity in these projects, you know, storyline, scripting, you know, taking your time to think about what you're saying in terms of image, you know.
Let me hype you. You know, today we're talking things some you might not have known. My style of shooting was very different. But when we met at Foxhole, you came in with a very new style. So before I was on the camera, and I saw, this guy is very good on camera. So I decided to let go of the camera. So you are the one on the camera.
On the camera, yeah.
So you were bringing in very good storylines. I wouldn't have done those on my own. You see, people have different strengths. So that time I went into editing.
Even some stuff Luch picked from us.
Oh yes.
Like that video with Lady S about I remember him. She's beating up somebody, and then you are seeing this on the camera. You're seeing lady is looking into the camera. Those are stuff. Sisi tulianza.
Oh, exchanging the camera
the
angles.
Yes, then, you know.
Continuity. That
Yes,
is.
exactly. Those are ideas, you know. And Luch or Caliph used to shoot with a high 8, digital high 8, and they for them to take the videos to the TV station, they needed to use the mini DVs.
The small one.
And they didn't have the camera to do that. So all of Caliph Records videos would come to Foxhall.
Yeah.
Then we help them put them onto a mini DV, they go.
To the TV.
Yeah, so we'd see all those videos before everybody
they get
else.
there.
And we formed quite a good relationship with Luch and Clement. Yeah.
This magnet of what was happening at Fox, one thing maybe I forgot to mention, you see, Fox started traveling long time ago. So he has been living in Japan for a long time. Their technology is there, lots of it, as we were just seeing in the magazines. So he's the one who used to come with the equipment.
Yes.
So that's how, from that impact of Fox, that's how we were able to get some mileage.
Exactly.
And us being us, we didn't sit on that opportunity. Push it to the max.
I still have a mini DV camera that works.
Allah?
And I have those tapes at home. Leave my personal ones. I have them.
I think I have some tapes here also that have your handwriting.
Let me go digitize them. That's I'm glad, man.
Right.
But those were beautiful memories, man.
Extremely.
Hey, let's talk a little bit also about Chris Kantai. You know, for me, there were two people in one person. May he continue resting in peace.
Amen.
There was Chris and there was Kantai. And not many people ever met Chris. Because Chris was shy, very polite. By the time he used to come out of his house, he was Kantai.
Getting into character.
If you ever met Chris, you'd maybe when he was waking up, the first 1 hour or two. But very talented, nice guy, man.
Most of this creatives from experience, they're normally shy people. The person you see there on stage might not be the real person. It's just an act. But it works.
I met, late last year, I met Bavik and laughed, man. After 20 years. You remember when we were doing Nari and he jumped out of the...
The place had become too gangster.
Okay. So now, you went to Kemu, you finished, we were doing Foxhall. Then you disappeared from the country. Where were you?
So first, immediately after graduating, I got a small stint at a UN branch office, Safer City Initiatives, under the late Elijah Gavi. Very, very good man. So I stayed there for a month or two, and I saw, man, this thing is not for me. It's too routine. I don't like routine kind of stuff. But there was nothing I could do at that time. So what did I do? I looked for another school. Got one in Uganda, then went to pursue my master's degree there in Uganda. So that's the time I disappeared from
Masters
the scene.
in what exactly?
Master's in Business Administration, International Trade Option.
Wow. Okay.
Well, from there, this time Foxhall is not so active. And I remember at that time when I came back, the music scene had changed a lot. Then I got this chance to go to Japan. Fox invited us to go there. So I went there, got refreshing new ideas. This was in the year around 2009. When I went there just from the talent to shoot music videos. But I went there, we shot a very nice music video for this guy from Canada called Vinny Vintage.
Okay.
In and Out.
I remember that video,
Yeah, that video we shot, we had around maybe 40 or 50 scenes. We shot that video in around 2 weeks. I like that idea because, you see, I was coming from a place where you're supposed to execute a script in one day.
One day.
The
You
owner of
can-
the camera is waiting for you.
It-
If when it passes 5, you're paying for the next day. You can't be creative in such kind of an environment.
And you know the way artists are very bad at keeping time.
Oh.
So you even have half a day to execute what you want to do. Okay, continue.
So when they did the Vintage, but at that time, you see Fox at a club there, it's called Roots Vibe Sound System. They play dub music there.
Okay.
Strictly vinyl. It's crazy. Those Japanese are crazy. But one thing that also changed my way of thinking, there was this one DJ there, it's called Green Line, DJ Green Line. He came with a silverish looking box. He was pressing this thing and it was making crazy sounds. So I wanted this thing. So I asked him, hey, Greenland, where did you get this thing? He said, oh, this one I make. Huh? Yeah, this one I make. You know, they can't speak good English.
Yeah.
He said, this one I make. Man, that sentence changed my mind completely. Whoa, so actually people can make this kind of things. Okay. So I came back to Kenya. I even tried to make one on my own. But there was no access to parts here. But then I stayed for some time. Then another big break came in. This time I was away. This time I have managed to go to China. I found myself in China. We had gone there to look for a job. I was actually an English teacher there. I was teaching in a nursery school,
Okay.
but that wasn't the main mission.
How was that experience like, if you don't mind me asking?
Very eye-opening. And you see, in China, it's a very different place from, now we talk about democracy and communist countries that have that kind of a foundation. Kenya is a democracy, so here we have a lot of politics. People have the right for speech. You can talk all the way you want. But when I landed in China, there's no kind of thing as democracy. There is no active religion. So these people were just tuned to it. Their work, home, and leisure.